Well, I've done it, and I've gone and brought an Exist. Well, actually I brought a second Exist, and it's got the Daiwa More Than braid on it, the 31-pound braid, which is amazing. I'll talk about that soon. So I've had certates for quite some time, 3000s and the 2500, and these things have been bulletproof. Still not showing any real reason to sell them or move on, but I brought an Exist a while ago. It's the LT4000C, and man, these things are smooth. Just absolutely beautiful. It's got some really nice fish, and I'm obviously more than happy with it. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing a video about it. But so that's it there, the LT4000C Exist. Fairly sizable chunk of money even compared to the certate. It's got the Daiwa More Than 31-pound braid on it. As you can see, it's lost a little bit of its colour, but that's not a bad thing. The from brand new, it only comes in green, which is probably not my favourite. Excuse the spooling there, that's probably not ideal, but we'll fix it after it's been on the water. So yeah, after a little bit of use, it goes from that colour to that colour. So I've probably done 4 months with this thing now, and the Daiwa drags are the main reason for buying a Daiwa reel, especially the high-end ones. The drags are just superb. You just won't get a better drag. And this has been really, really good. Really stoked with this. Smooth, it's just so smooth. And I believe there's a new one coming out now, the 2022 model, which I'll grab one of those and give that a burn as well. But I think I'll be replacing the certates with the Exists. No matter which model, they're freaking superb. So yeah, as I said, the old certate's still going strong. Still a fantastic reel. Definitely keep a hold of a couple of these. Really nice. Not a lot of difference between the drag of the certate and the drag of the Exist. I have jumped up to the 4000 size. That was all there was available due to COVID. So 4000, I've never really been a fan of 4000 size reels before, but I used to get the 4000 handles on the 3000 reels. So I guess now it's got the 4000 reel on the 4000 handle, vice versa. So yeah, really happy with the Exist. Well worth the money. Yeah, just absolutely amazing. The drag is the reason that I prefer these reels, like with all the fishing I do in the shallows and that. Like a big fish has got a hard mouth, and sometimes you can get the hook that's not penetrated into its mouth. It's just sort of holding in there. Might have just pricked in between its teeth or something. And many times I've had fish hit the deck and the jig head's fallen out of their mouth, so it hasn't actually been hooked properly. But a smooth drag is key to keeping that fish on the line. If you've got a jerky drag and whatnot, and it gives it any slack at all, that fish is going to get off, and you're going to lose that fish. And maybe a fish of a lifetime, never know. So yeah, if there's any questions, feel free to ask. But for snapper fishing and what I do in the shallows, that's definitely my new favourite reel. The braid, it casts so well. It's just amazing. I think it's a 10 carrier braid. It's definitely not cheap. It's like $180 for 200 meters. And but the 31-pound is really thin. It's a 10 carrier braid. Casts well. It's strong. I have a lot of trouble with wear and tear on braid. I usually trim 1 or 2 meters off after every couple of trips. Sometimes after every trip. I haven't trimmed this back once yet, and it hasn't let me down. On the other reels I run Tasline. Tasline is definitely one of the better braids out there as well. Beautiful braid, really strong. 20-pound on there, and that hasn't let me down either. So yeah, that's about it. So more than happy with the Exist. You know, all the technical differences between the two. For an everyday fisherman, it's neither here nor there. It's got to have a good drag, it's got to be smooth, and it's going to look good. And that's exactly what that does. And what this does, but that there is my new favorite. So thanks for watching, and please hit the like and subscribe button, and more help the better. And any questions, ask below. I'm more than happy to help. Cheers.